There, I just completed earlier this week a quick start leader guide for my business builders. This is something that they had been requesting from me for a long time, and so I just finished it up earlier this week and made some changes to it. So I just wanted to share it with you. This is something that we're really going to be sharing with anybody. It's only about 12 pages long, and so it's really easy to print up, really easy to share. I've got it up on my website, and I'll share that link with you in just a minute at the end so that you can find it if you don't, if you're not a part of our team or part of our group where we've kind of shared it. So I'm going to flip this around and have here. So this is the leader guide. The idea of this is to give people who are jumping in with the business in mind a really quick jump start on what they're supposed to be doing. It's a lot of action steps. It does not go in depth into the compensation plan. So kind of the first thing that we wanted to do was have upline support right there at the bottom. If you can see, there is a contact portion so that they can have their sponsor and enroller, whoever, that they're going to be working with, their contact information, and then the upline leader that's going to be more of a mentor for them on the business side. Now, that may be their sponsor and enroller, but if their sponsor and enroller is pretty new, then you might want to get someone that is a silver, gold, platinum, even diamond leader that can be more of a guide and mentor along that process. Okay, so the next page looks like this, kind of gives an introduction. And I am very clear in that this is a guide. It can be modified to fit you. It's just simply to give people action steps. And of course, we have step 1, sign up at the wholesale membership. The majority of people that are going to be showing interest in the business probably have already done this step, but it's a must. So we wanted to make sure that people are getting started the right way. I also really emphasize this, that Young Living is a product-focused and driven company right here. While many people, might be jumping in with a business in mind, it's still super important that you love and use the products. We started with the products personally. We didn't even get into the business for about until about a year after using the products. So, and that's how most of our team, most of our leaders started the same way. They just started using the products without even thinking about the business. So, but as we're having more success, we have more people that are really jumping in with the business in mind, and that's why we wanted to have something like this. So this is great for people even if they've been members for a while, and you'll see because we're going to get them into some deeper steps here. So we have step 2, sign up for Essential Rewards. Without going into details in the compensation plan, we encourage them to order at least 50 PV their first 3 months that after they have signed someone up. If you understand the compensation plan, hi Karen, then you know that that is going to get them the fast start bonuses. And it also gets them some commissions in their pockets before we ask them to jump up to 100. So that to me is the easiest way to get people started, the least intimidating way, but we want them to be on Essential Rewards. We want them in the habit of ordering monthly and signing people up. So then we want to go, okay, sharing with friends. So goals. I have a little goals section here. It says meet with your upline support to complete the goal tracking chart on page 11. That's towards the end because people are going to want to set goals at different times. Some people may be ready to look at it, set goals at this point. Your red personalities are really going to want to do that. Your green personalities are probably going to do that. When you have the yellows are going to be more about probably just sharing a little bit more naturally and seeing where things go before they're going to be ready to set goals, and that's okay. So I didn't want to stick goals in here somewhere that might not fit someone's personality, so they can kind of go through their goals and set those whenever they're ready. Although when you're really doing the business, goal setting is really important. So here we have prospecting lists, 7 circles of influence, and really just talking about and trying to get people to identify 7 circles of influence that they have in their life. This can be church, family, maybe your family, and then in-laws if they live in different areas. Also friends from high school, just a lot of options there, just so that people get thinking in that mode. I did not structure this way. I didn't structure with any plan because I didn't understand structure. So this is something I wish I'd had. So we want people thinking about that right from the beginning. we talk about over here how you need 7 legs to build all the way to Royal Crown Diamond. So focusing on 7 circles of friends, you really only need 6 legs, but that 7th one is to allow you to have the personal group volume that you need. So again, we're not going into the why or the reasons why they want to do this, but we're still setting them up to have success. So down here we say identify 5 people that are quality prospects in each of these circles. So that could be people that are just interested in the products, or people that'd be interested in the business. So here we go. We have a prospect list so that they have identified their circles, and then they identify their friends in each circle. Right here we say quality prospects might have 1 or more of these attributes. They might be interested in natural health, they might be entrepreneurs, they might be interested in the business, or they're just influential people in your circles. They don't have to be business builders at this point. We're just encouraging people to get into their circles and start sharing immediately. Okay, let's see. Over here, then we want to encourage them to do a launch party. So this is something that we have really tried to do and probably not done very well, but a launch party is so great to let people know what you're doing. It's really, I think, a key to success, because a lot of people get in and they kind of don't really let people know they're doing it as a business, and then they end up losing people to others. So a launch party is great to go, hey, I'm serious about this. I'm doing this as a business, and we want them to invite all of these people that they just wrote down. So they have a list of people to invite, plus maybe a few more that are just close friends that they love that would want to support them. And then we say the goal. The goal should be to get at least 1 class book in each network at your launch. So in each of these networks, we want to get 1 class book. Now, all those classes could be in the same month, or they could be 6 months out. Doesn't matter, depending on their pace and how quickly they want to hit their goals. So we have launch date and location. Then we have the booking classes, okay? Classes and meetings are going to be foundational for your success. So we have class booking tips here, which this information I think came from Adam Green. He's talking about different strategies for booking your classes. Then you have a Young Living Business thrives on small groups. We're just explaining kind of a little bit why. Why do you want to book classes? All right, so Circle 1 class is booked. They are going to get some of these classes booked at their launch, but they're probably not going to get them all. We want their goal to be 2 classes in each of their circles, and then, or at least 1 class in each of their circles. But I've got 3 there because some circles might be easy. You might have family goes, oh yeah, I'll do 1. And then, grandma says she'll do 1, and sister, Sue says she'll do 1. And that was easy, but then another circle you might be having a tough time. So we have these there not as you need to get all of these, but instead as just here's to see how well you're doing and what circles have been easy for you and which ones haven't. We talk about long distance options. Facebook and Skype classes are great options for people who don't live near you. I don't think that they're a replacement for in-person classes, but a great alternative to people who do not live close. Teaching tips. This is kind of how we handle teaching on our team. It's a 3-step process. So it trains you while getting your business going. The leader teaches a class for you. So again, they're working closely with their upline. Then the leader teaches a class with you, and then the leader attends and supports you while you teach your first class or 2. So the goal is to get the new member, the new business builder, independent as quickly as possible so that they can move forward and you can go on and train someone else. Here we talk about being duplicable, so always using a script like the Oil Revolution Designs booklet, even just the product guide or the PowerPoint and script in the virtual office. There's a lot of great alternatives and options for teaching a compliant class that's duplicable. Okay, now this is the part that I wish I had because I did not do this. And sorry, I know it's having a difficult time kind of focusing here, so I'm trying to zoom in a little bit so it can focus a little better. But structuring your organization, we want to encourage people as they thought of those seven circles of friends. Now we're going to start filling in names. So as they get people to sign up, the first person in each network that signs up is going to be the lucky one that goes at the top. So that is, and then and this is not how I structured, but I wish I had. I see the benefit of it, and it's how we're teaching our team to do it now. Then with each of those lines, you're going to go straight down. So you're going to go straight down in a leg and create one strong leg for this team here. Sorry, I'm having a hard time figuring out which way my finger needs to go. for this team here. I keep thinking I'm looking in a mirror, but I'm not. So anyways, and then you're going to go down just like this. So if this is family and your sister signs up here, here's the benefit of this. Your sister signs up here. Your aunt signs up next, so you just put her right there. Then your grandma signs up, you just put her right there. Then when your mom goes to sign up, you're like, oh, okay, she doesn't have to choose between your grandma and your sister as to who to sign up under. She just goes in the family leg right there at the bottom. It benefits everybody above. And even if people in between don't get on ER and aren't ordering, that's fine. Doesn't matter because of compression. But we're not going into all of that here in this guide. It simply sets people up for success without going into all the details about why. They can fill that in later, but for people that are really ready to go, we want this to be a way for them to get started. So we do say, we encourage them to promote, get $50 in bonuses when signing up people with a premium starter kit. So we let them know that is one part of the compensation plan that's super important for you to know right up front. And it's a great way to get other people on board because you can encourage, hey, you know, your sister Sue signs up and then she's got a few friends. You say, hey, Sister Sue, if you sign up 3 friends, you know, you're going to get a check the next month that will, that'll be $150, which covers almost the amount that you paid for your kit. And some people are really encouraged by that. So over here, step 5 is to build momentum, and this is what we do here. This is what I just talked about. It's promote 3 equals almost free, because they did go up on the price of the kit a little bit. So it's not free, but it's almost free. So here's what they need to do. Sign up a member, host a class in the same month, sign up 3 friends with the premium starter kit. Then they get $150, $50 per new member in bonuses the next month. So what they're doing is you're going down. When you kickstart your business, you start building momentum. Every new person that signs up, you're giving them this opportunity. They may be interested, they may not be. It doesn't matter. You still offer it to them. So, when someone these are always just kind of little side notes, but when someone is hosting a class is getting bonuses on the signups, be sure to let everybody else know, hey, this person, because you 2 are signing up, this person is going to get $100 next month. That helps cover the cost of the kit that they just bought. That encourages a lot of people to, hey, I want to do a class like this. Then it becomes like hostess bonuses, and everyone wants to continue doing it. That keeps the momentum going. That's the idea behind this, is to keep momentum going. So this booking classes from classes is doing that. Get a goal to book at least 1 class at every event. So every time you do a class, you want to book another class from it. Then get business builders. None of these people may be business builders. That's fine. They may just want to cover the price of their product. They may just want to host. They may just want to share. Not a big deal. But then we want to start looking out. If some of these people get a check and they're like, hey, wow, that was awesome. I got a check. I don't know what I did. I had that happen to a lot of my leaders. They got a check and suddenly like, whoa, what was that? How can I do more of that? So then you give those people this guide. And you say, hey, this is what I've done. And this is how you do it, and get them in contact with your upline support team. And that becomes something really quick and easy for you to build momentum. Okay, building to silver. Now this is usually people's first big goal. So we're just going to talk about building to silver, and I'm going to break it down. For us, silver has been such a huge milestone. It's a big hump to get from executive to silver. So I've stopped looking at it like the 10,000. Oh my goodness, that 10,000 is so big. Or 4,000 in 2 legs. Instead, we've really broken it down. So the first thing that we want to do is talk about building to the Rising Star bonus, because this is going to help you build to executive, and it's going to give you stability. So when you talk about those 7 networks, all right, we don't go into a lot of details about the Rising Star bonus, but I think building to it, I mean, if people build to this could be up to like around $300 extra in their check. When you're an executive, that's a huge bonus. When you're even a senior star, that could like double the price of double your commissions. So, of course, if you hit these, then you are sitting at executive. So, probably if you have the overall volume. So anyways, just kind of keep this in mind, that building in this way can be really effective for people. And it's something that I completely ignored because I think the Rising Star bonus can be super confusing to people. And so here I don't talk about shares. I don't talk about all of that. I just say, hey, here's a structure to kind of look at to try to get your legs built this way. So you have 2 big legs that you're kind of focusing on, and you have 2 medium legs that are kind of great, and then you have 3 little legs down here that are doing pretty good. This is a great structure. Now, nobody's structure is going to be perfect. When I hit executive, I was executive for 4 months, and I think I only hit this bonus, like all 6 of those shares, like maybe 1 month, because we just did not focus on this as with our organization. But I think it's huge, and I think it's really important. So building to this bonus gives you a strong structure to move forward. When you hit executive rank like this, it really helps. So let's talk about focusing the building. So if you have these 2 legs at 1,000, then to get you to silver, you need to get each of these 2 legs or one of these legs to 4,000. That's a huge leap. That is 4 times. They have to grow 400%. This is why the leap from executive to silver is so huge and so hard for people. So we tried to break it down. Instead of thinking of these as, okay, I got to get them from 1,000 to 4,000, let's break it down and get them 1,000 legs. Okay, not 1,000 legs, but 1,000 OGV legs. So this is how we do it. If we start building them like this, where they have these 3 legs. This is the great place to start because they're going to get that first share of the Rising Star bonus. So all they need, oh wow, we need a 1,000 leg. So let's say under here they have a friend and she says, oh yeah, I have 3 friends that are interested in signing up or interested in getting their kits free. Then each of those 3 friends, you go and host a class with them and you try to get 2 or 3 signups at each class. That's going to give you 3 legs of 300 under this leg. So instead of focusing on, oh my goodness, we got to get this leg to 4,000, instead we're focusing on these little legs of 300 here. And that's what we want to do. And I'll break this down. Yeah, this is what I just said. I'll break this down and show you what it looks like overall. So here, this is what it looks like when you're getting your team to silver. You're building an executive leg. And this is what building an executive leg looks like. And by building, we mean you are working with this person to help them do this. This person may not be doing anything. Maybe this person is like, I'm a business builder and I'm a business builder. You're working with them. Whatever it is, you're not doing this all on your own. Ideally, you are doing this with other people. But for this person to get them to 1,000, instead, you just want 3. See here we have 1,000 and then we have 3 legs at 3 to 400 OGV each. And here's how we do it. Instead of focusing even here at this level, we're not focusing on the 4,000, we're not focusing on the 1,000, we're not even focusing on the 400. Instead, we're going, hey, do you have a friend that wants to do 3 classes? You know, or do you have a friend that has 3 friends that want to sign up? Do you have someone? Are you interested in hosting a class and getting, our goal is to get 3 signups? These are the areas that you want to focus. This is the level that you want to focus at. Now, if you're building in a straight line down, this might be somebody level 4 or level 5 down that's interested in doing this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where they are in this. You're going, okay, let me help you. Okay, does that make sense? So here are the levels you want to focus on. And ideally, by the time you're working towards this goal, someone else is going to be teaching classes. So you can see that. You can see, man, to get 1 leg to 4,000, that's potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes where you want to try to get 3 signups each. That's a lot of work. And that's only in 1 leg. You got to double that and do it in 2. So that's 12 classes. Now, that's 12 classes if they're all amazing classes and you get 3 signups. But instead of you doing all the work way up here, you want to encourage this person and teach them how to do this. So this person is instead doing 3 or actually probably more like 5 classes. This person here is doing 5 classes, and each of your other people are doing 5 classes, and you're going around and supporting and maybe doing some of those and maybe not. All of this may not be done in the first month. It may be done over several months, and that's how most people do it. So you're not always building a leg from scratch. You usually have something to work with in here. Okay, then at the very end, we have goal tracking. So this is where you can go in and set goals, say this is where I want to be in 6 months. This is how I break it down each month and what I want to do. Maybe I want to help this person get to 1,000 in this month, and so I'm working on this leg during that month, and then I'm working on this leg, and then I'm working on the 2 legs from the other executive in the other executive leg. So however it works out, you are helping, you're being helped by your upline to do this, or you're helping your downline to do this and set these goals. Again, this is just a guide. It is not, nothing is perfect. Be prayerful in how you structure your organization and put people in your organization, because you never know who's going to build and who isn't. And so there's no perfect way to do it. This is just a little guide that I wish I had had. Here is a blank kind of worksheet for you to print out, focusing on those 1,000 OGV legs, so you can just print out as many of these as you need to and kind of put names of people in here. Okay, I've got this person and this person, and this is what we need to do. Just gives you a visual to help you focus, because if we're focusing on 1,000 OGV legs, instead of focusing on 4,000 or 10,000, instead go down to where you need to get those legs to 1,000, and suddenly your momentum takes off. So anyways, that's this little guide that I have. Feel free to share it with others. You can find it on my website at www.anointedliving.net, and it is under the leadership resources. You should be able to download it from there. If not, email me. I just got my website back up this week, so I'm hoping that it's easy to download. Feel free to share it with others. This is a free guide. And if you have any recommendations on how to make it better, we've done some tweaking to it, but I want it to be really useful to everybody. So thanks, and I hope it's helpful to you. Have a blessed weekend, guys.